Hey everybody, I'm Alex Niedt, and today I want to show you the demo I made for the new Vivid Keys sample library from Organic Samples. To me, this piano library has the perfect tonal balance that I can throw into any mix context effortlessly. Okay, so we have the sine player open with Vivid Keys. I used a warm patch, and in the mixer you can see I just used the spot mic. The way I started this out was just playing around, and I recorded the first thing I like the sound of, which is this. I think what drew me to that was just the kind of chime-like attack. It's so pretty and soft, but has this great kind of transient that, is going to poke through a mix at the same time. Because I knew I'd probably make this kind of a R&B or hip-hop kind of feel. So I left that alone and then cloned it and started harmonizing on a second track. So I would always just have that initial idea by itself. So here's some harmony with it. Of course, I could have combined these to a single MIDI track, but I really realized I didn't want to because then I have more control in the mix stage. So I did the same thing again with another line. So it's pretty different, and I was just separated from like a verse idea to a chorus idea. And I had these open spaces, which I filled with some little improv lines that were fun. Just love that attack. So you can see this is pretty much just a collage of ideas, just playing around and getting inspired by these piano sounds. I did play with the cinematic patch. I muted the spot mic and just used the pad, and I used that as a transitional element. So here's what that sounds like by itself. It's kind of just like a pitched reverb, really. And in the mix, it just kind of glues some stuff together. You have to really be listening for it to hear it, but you miss it when it's gone. So let's solo these pianos again and add some other stuff. You have this great time micro patch here. like finger trills with fifths. And here's another time micro patch. That I did EQ a bit and added a little flange or two. And then Arcus. I actually, this was the Drops of Melancholy preset, and then I turned down layers 2 and 3 and ended up just using these quiet longs, but they sounded perfect in this context with the other instruments. It just poked through just the way I wanted it to. So if we go back up here and solo this layer of vivid keys, I doubled it with a live Schecter Hellcat 6, which is like a Fender Bass 6. Sounds like a ridiculous amount of delay and effects, not in the mix, but once you get it in with the rest of the instruments, it you don't really hear the delay all that much because there's a lot of other stuff going on. You can listen to some drums here. So, kind of like your standard trap drums, I just like those in the context of this kind of vibe. There's a nice kind of melding of genres, I felt like. The last really fun thing here, the Eidos library, I just took one wood hit and added some reverb to it. And that became like another snare layer that really added to the overall soundstage and width. So I think that's about it. You can see I just kind of wove everything around the Vivid Keys stuff, and I think it worked out pretty well. So I encourage you to play with this library in all sorts of genres. Don't limit yourself at all, and just see where it takes you. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.